Hi, this is 4TY. Today we are here with Lady Stush and we're going to be interviewing her, asking some questions.
Alright, I'm fine, thank you. Nice to meet you.
We're here with Stush. I'm just going to ask you a couple questions. That's cool. The first question I want to ask you is, why do you call yourself Lady Stush?
Okay, it's actually Stush, but this is the problem. On Facebook, I had to put Lady Stush because everyone just gave me Lady for some reason. Like, I don't understand why, but I think it was just in that era when I came out, everyone who was a female, they were putting Lady in front of their name. But I was known as Stush because I used to be a dancer first. But I did like ballet, contemporary, everything, so my posture was so upright. Everyone used to go, that gal of Stush. So the name just stuck. Anywhere I went, people on the road would call me Stush. My dance teachers called me Stush, so it was more a name that was given to me than me choosing the name Stush.
And when did you start making music?
I started making music when I was in college. So that was like a good few years ago, when I was about 16. Like I said, I used to train for like dancing, that was at the Brit school, but I used to mess around like just spitting other people's lyrics, like bashment lyrics, Beanie Man, Bounty Killer, Bojo. And then one of my teachers from the media department overheard me just doing a bit of freestyle. And he was like, how long have you been doing that for? And I was like, what are you talking about? Do you know what I mean? And then from that, he just showed me how to like mix tunes, because we had a radio suite at our school. And showed me how to mix tunes, record myself, whatever, and then I just started writing lyrics and just came from there.
Who have you worked with in the past, and like who you enjoyed working with in the past, and if you could work with any artist, about who would it be and why?
So do you mean artist-wise, yeah, or producer-wise, or what?
Anyone.
So my first tune I worked with a guy called Sticky, who's like kind of legendary in the garage scene and everything. He produced Miss Dynamite's Boo. Then I was the girl after that came with $, but everyone knows it as Stush. Then I worked with Sway. Like I'd worked with a few other producers before Sticky, like a guy called Mikey J, and that's when Sticky heard my stuff and said, okay, I want to work with her. Done the F Your X tune with Sway, so that was fun, thank you. After that, a few years later, I done a collabo with a dance group called Group Armada, and that was like my first official top 10 track. And then I was on tour for like 3 years after that. And then, so it's more like working with a few producers, like, but the names wise, it's people like, I don't know, like Sway and Group Armada, those are like the biggest names I've worked with. And then, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, if you could work with any artist.
If I could work with any artist, it would probably be someone like Lauryn Hill, who I look up to a great deal. Tanya Stephens, that's like another reggae artist, female reggae artist. That's like where I get my main influences from. People like Sizzla, Bojo. Like, I'd love to work with Bob Marley, but obviously he's not around anymore. So most of the artists that I'd like to work with are either like not around, or I just haven't got the chance to work with them yet.
Yeah. You've been off the scene for quite a while, and during that time, I just want to know like what have you been doing yourself, preparing stuff.
Yeah, during that time I've been preparing stuff. Like I got signed and a few things went a bit pear-shaped with my deal, but I'm still signed to Island Records. Just writing new material. Basically, I was developing myself as an artist as well, because I was so young when I got signed, and it's like I was just doing shows after shows, and then due to unforeseen circumstances, things came to a standstill for a bit, and I had to say, do you know what? It was good I got signed and everything at a young age, but I wasn't developed yet either. There were still styles of like mine that I didn't know what I had. You know, so I've been playing piano since I was 7. I wanted to see if I could incorporate that instrument into my spitting. Like people said I could sing, but I didn't have the confidence in my singing yet, so I was training up myself. Do you know what I mean? I was just taking that time out. Like I said, for 3 years I was on the world tour, so I was just doing everywhere really. Like my first tour was Australia and New Zealand. I've done Japan, I've done Hollywood, I've done South Africa. So I was, even though people from like the urban scene, so to speak, didn't see Stush, everyone around the world was seeing me, do you know what I mean? I was still doing my thing. Recently launched my own jewellery line, Stushlery. Yeah, Stushlery, yeah. Original, by the way, all handmade by myself. You know, I just took time out to do things like for me, like just get to know me better. Like when you're young, you're still trying to find out what you're doing, find your footing. So that's what I've been doing, man. Just better with myself, competing with myself. I don't compete with anyone apart from myself, you know.
Like, do you think it's harder for female spitters, female rappers to get into the game now?
I don't believe now that there is a problem. There's so many females out there. I think when me and Dynamite were coming through, hell yeah. When No Late was coming through, yeah, it was harder for us, do you know what I mean? But now they're kind of opening up a bit more and letting females come through. But to me, it doesn't matter if you're female or you're a male. If you're hard, then you come through. If you're not hard, then you shouldn't come through, innit? Like, it's as simple as that. If you're not getting through, maybe you need to up your skills a bit. So it shouldn't really be a female and male thing. I think we've kind of gone past that now, you know?
What artists do you rate the most in the dance scene?
You know, always put me on the spot. Love Dot Rotten, Dot's big, rate Dot, rate Skepta, some of the more old school people like Shizzle, rate Shizzle. Obviously he's got the little bashment style as well, and that's just one of my personal favourites. Mine's gone blank, this always happens to me. Obviously you've got the girls, Lionesses coming through, Lady Likes, big artist, very underrated, but she's a girl to watch that will be coming through in the future, do you know what I mean? Got my other like hardcore chicks like Bitter, Lafiella, Ice Cream, do you know what I mean? So there's a few people that are coming through that are doing their thing.
Where do you think the scene is now, the game, and like, where do you see it going?
Right now, see, you did say you did lock off the phone and I never do it. Right now, the scene is in a place where I think it could be in a better place, but I think there's going to be a big turn coming. Like, people got signed for one thing, say they got signed for grime and they done a total flip, do you know what I mean, and went away from their style. And not a lot of people appreciated that because it was like, wow, you got signed for doing something and you could have taken a whole scene with you to the mainstream. You didn't do that. So it kind of softened things up a bit. But right now, no one don't want soft. Do you see what I mean? Like, you've had a whole year or two of soft music. Now I think what's going to happen, there's going to be a total role reversal and it's just going to be hard music coming through because people don't want to hear the softness anymore. You know what I mean? You want to hear what's real.
Yeah, what is your definition of real?
Real to me is true to yourself. A lot of people I've noticed, it's an insecurity. You like to be liked, you want to do whatever you can to be liked, but you gotta understand, like, when you're trying your hardest to be liked, you're starting to, you're not happy within yourself, do you see what I mean? If you do something that makes you happy, that should be first and foremost do you know what I mean? That should be the basis of everything. Like me, I always say to people, I don't need to be liked, do you know what I mean? Like, to be a proper artist, I believe you're like Marmite. People either love you or hate you. That's one thing I've always said. I don't want to be that artist where people go, yeah, Stush is okay. No, I'm not okay. You either love me or you don't. I don't want to be in the middle. People don't, you don't care about people that's in the middle. It's either you're going to have your die-hard fans and you're going to have people that don't like you, but it doesn't matter because you can't please everyone all the time, do you know what I mean? And that, to me, is being real. Like, you being true and real to yourself. Don't care. I was that madded that used to walk around in school by myself, raggle, don't care. I don't need anyone to, do you know, make me feel like I'm anything. Do you know what I mean? I know for myself what I am. So that is what real is to me.
Like, nowadays, there's a lot of people trying to spit, trying to get into the game. What advice would you give to them?
First of all, I'd say you're doing it for the right reasons. Is music your passion? If music is just something that you see your brethren doing and you think, yeah, maybe we can do music. Everyone's got a talent. I don't care if your talent is making people smile, if your talent is picking up the leaf off the street, because someone has to do it. But do you know, there's certain people I know that pick up the leaf off the street, but they're happy doing it. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, first of all, is that really what you want to do? And then second of all, nothing comes easy. Like, you've got to put in the hard graft before you can live the easy life. You can't think you're going to do everything easy. It just gets harder. You've got to do it in the reverse. Once you put in all the hard work, you'll come out, you can retire at 32 and just get back and say, well, I've done all my hard work. You know what I mean?
That's the end of the interview.
No problem. Thank you very much.